As you know, this season of the podcast, I'm giving each of my guests ownership of their own episodes. So this is the time where you get to present on whatever you want as long as it is party room related. So what do you got for me?
All right, Jacob. I am so excited. This is about as recent and topical as I could get. So
Vote G. Okay. All
I
right. Vote Judy 25. Here we go.
there's been a bunch of talk. There's been a bunch of talk in the chat about, hey, I like that idea. There was some positive feedback, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go full force. So I have collected a lot of my ideas and stances, and I've got my executive orders for when I joined the council this year.
Okay.
You know, if you would have asked me like 2 months ago, this wouldn't have been anything in my head. But here we are. You know what? Trevor for council's had 5 years, and it's never happened. This is the first year for Judy 2025 for council. And I think after this presentation, I think I have the best shot that anybody could have to join the council.
I am so excited. Here we go. Just
all right,
man.
All right. Jacob, have you seen the film An Apple a Day?
I have not.
Okay. I believe this was a film at this last Highbridge Festival. A couple people in the group watched it, and and they said this was a terrible film. And a lot of more of us watched it, and we're like, yeah, this is a terrible film. I made a joke. I'm like, Asbury should lose their accreditation over this film. It was so bad. So I'm going to start with 2 rules that everybody has already heard of because I've posted these 2 in the chat. I'll go through these pretty quick. So the Apple a Day rule: any director who submits a film that is voted to have 0 artistic merit by a 2/3 majority of participating directors will automatically concede their following year's film script to be written by that year's Golden Dewey winner and a director of their choosing.
Wow.
Yes.
Wait, no, hold on. Hold on. That's actually,
Yes, this is these first 2 ones are ones that I posted in the chat, and the entire campaign I'm embarking on is based off these first 2 rules that I said I would institute. But I mean, man, if there's just a film that is just there's nothing going on, honestly, I think this helps a person out. You get a Golden Dewey winner and somebody that they choose to write your film for the next year. I think this is a blessing in disguise.
So, I mean, let's be honest with each other. So you are saying that if this was in effect this year for Party Room 5, Zach would have his script written by Andrew and somebody of Zach's choosing?
Exactly. But 2/3 of the directors have to say that that film had 0 artistic merit. So, and I don't know. It's a rough rule because how many are you going to find enough people to say, I don't know, I can't find anything about this film that doesn't merit something. But hey, if it can happen, I feel like this is a great rule to institute. The next one is the late films rule. And I really enjoy this one. Once a film has reached the threshold of not having a chance of winning despite how many Dewey votes they receive, the film will automatically get redubbed by a random draw of PRFF directors equal to the number of characters in the film.
Okay. So, all right. Once a film has reached what's bugging me, not bugging me, I shouldn't use that. I don't have the right word. What is catching me off guard is how professionally these are worded.
It gets worse. Listen, this is a campaign. If you think this is wordy, there's some doozies coming up.
All right. Once a film, despite winning the few, they automatically get by a
Redub.
random draw. Okay. Yeah. So now, all right. Just Mitchell, do you you have submitted on time once?
Yes. This would apply to me. I'm not pulling any shots. Like, I'm well aware that these would apply to me, but you know what? I have submitted on time once, and I feel like that's going to be a trend.
All right. Cool. All right. Cool.
All right. The Mitchell Judy rule.
Oh no. Okay. Go ahead.
Hold on for your dear life. We're in uncharted waters now. Starting with Party Room Film Festival 6, the Mitchell Judy rule will no longer apply or be enforced. The repeal of this rule will also apply to any director's cuts, special editions, or director's commentaries of any film from the last 5 years of the festival going forward.
Okay. I'm starting to feel the tides turn a little bit.
What tides? Listen, this is not just for me. This is for anybody. I'm sure we talked so much about the original ending to End of the Bloodline 2.
Mm-hmm.
We thought that doesn't necessarily violate the Mitchell Judy rule, but the Mitchell Judy rule just gives even more credence to the fact he can do that. If he wants to do that, he can release it. There's nothing getting in the way of anything that people want to present.
So
this is bringing freedom to the festival.
So you were saying you can have nudity in there and it doesn't have to be your own, is what you're saying?
Yes,
Okay.
I am. I'm not saying I condone it or you should, but I'm saying there is no rule that says you cannot.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
All right. The late films rule, part 2.
Okay.
Any director that fails to meet the designated deadline for film submissions will have their name entered into a lottery drawing for a council-sponsored Wheel of Punishment. Punishments will be delivered by the guest judge, the Golden Dewey winner, and 2 third-party individuals chosen by random draw. Anyone attending the festival will be candidates, including guests, wives, and Zach Adams' parents. Punishment will proceed after the end of the festival and the presentation of the Golden Dewey.
All right. Do we have any ideas on what is on this wheel yet?
Well, so it seems harsh and everything, but the Wheel of Punishment is something that I think that's existed since year 2 of this festival. I think the idea of the Wheel of Punishment has been around for a very long time. I'm just putting parameters on how it'll be conducted. I mean, obviously, the first thing that comes to my mind, so when people get engaged and they're going to get married at Asbury, you get tossed in the reservoir. So you should get tossed in the lake for one of them. I think that's fantastic. I think one of them should be however many Golden Dewey votes you did not receive, or you did receive whatever number's bigger, you should have to drink that many bottles of Ale 8.
Ew. Yeah.
I only think about that because I remember Trevor, for his 21st birthday, trying to drink 21 bottles of Ale 8. And he got violently ill. I'm not trying to make anybody ill, but I don't really foresee anybody who's not a Golden Dewey winner receiving 21 votes.
Okay.
Just enough to get a stomach ache. But I don't know. Do you have any ideas for something that could happen to people on the Wheel of Punishment?
I think you're saying that it happens after the festival.
Happens after.
I mean, just classic one chip challenge, something real spicy.
I do like the idea of spice.
That's always a good one. But I mean, what's been trending on like Instagram is like, we can look at some of the like fantasy football losers. Like some of those punishments are brutal. So like whoever one of the punishments could be like you have to go take an SAT,
Oh no.
have to enter a amateur wrestling competition. You know, there's some brutal ones we can put on
Another,
there.
I think the most brutal idea that I had when I was thinking of like what could be on the wheel of punishment was blindfolding somebody and putting them on the back of the Kubota at Zach's place and taking them out into the woods and leaving them there and them having to find their way back.
Yeah, I think we found the line. I think.
Well,
I think
I'm
we're-
not saying that's
we're
the
right.
line. I'm just saying that's the worst one that I've thought of. I think there could be more after that line.
You have to be homeless for 2 months. Like,
See, that's worse.
all
No,
right.
I think this is something people could get behind. I
Okay.
think the wheel of punishment is something everybody could get behind.
Okay.
10-minute bill. Effective immediately. The time requirement for every festival moving forward will be 10 minutes, 3 seconds, and 69 frames.
You've been pushing for this one for a while.
I've been pushing for this forever.
Yeah.
And power of executive order, I think it can happen. I don't think I'm the only one who would want this. I know there's a lot of joking, but I don't think I'm the only one who would want this. You don't have to use all 10 minutes. You just don't have to stop after 8 minutes.
All right. Yeah, I mean, just we all kind of saw this coming. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that as you are turning into a politician, that you are staying true to your original campaign platforms. You've been on this for a while now, so I'm glad to see that this is still here.
Of course, I'm giving some stuff that people want, giving some stuff people don't know that they want, but will.
They don't know that they want.
I'm not saying you can't have a super short. I'm just saying you don't have to limit your film.
Okay. All
right. The Sam Maddox rule.
Okay.
All right, Jacob. Remember how I said it's going to get wordy?
Okay.
Well, buckle up and see if you can decipher this, because it's very simple.
Mhm.
Any reference to a specific singularity of an individual's testicular capacity is furthermore banned unless written and notarized permission is given by an individual carrying such capacity 30 days before the submission of the associated film.
Okay.
Basically, in layman's terms, you can't make a joke about one ball unless somebody with one ball says you can make that joke.
Oh, so it's just anybody with one ball.
Yes, it doesn't have to be Sam.
Okay. All right.
You can find somebody and they can give you written permission, or if somebody is unfortunate, such as Sam in the festival,
Mhm.
you can get their permission.
Okay.
So,
And obviously it has to be, you have to have that notarized. And you basically have to have that, 30 days before you submit the film. So what we're looking at is having that permission and notary by June 30th.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Basically, it gives Sam the power to corner the market on one ball jokes. I don't know if anybody has made a one ball joke in any other film, but now Sam has all the power.
Very good.
The Golden Dewey Sustainability Award. I messed that title up.
Okay.
The council will sponsor the creation of a real metal Golden Dewey Award statue and smaller mini Dewey statues to accompany other awards given out at festivals.
All right. I think you will get pushback on this one.
Why is that?
I mean, this has been proposed so let me just make sure that I state my role in this. As, arguably I control the media of Party Room. I am not saying yes or no against all these. I am just playing devil's advocate and saying, the facts are that at some point Cody did pitch that he could 3D print us a actual trophy.
Yes.
It has been proposed in the past, and there has been pushback against this.
Listen, but I'm not talking about 3D printed plastic here. I'm talking about true blue, like a precious metal trophy.
A precious metal.
Yes. That precious metal might be aluminum, but at least plated.
All right.
I am talking about a true blue. This feels like a trophy. It just so happens to look like a bottle of Mountain Dew. Also,
I would say personally, where you lose me personally with this one, where you lose me is the smaller mini Dewey statues, because
I have a question
make a
about
lot every year.
have you been the one that makes and or designs the smaller Dewey trophies?
Every year, yes.
So why is there inconsistency with the design?
Because we are innovating, we're moving forward.
This could be innovation. This could be moving forward.
For a year, and then we go back to
Possibly, or maybe we keep the same one and maybe it makes it more coveted.
maybe. This is just the one that I think will have a little bit of pushback, but I do see where you're going with it.
I just feel like if you win a Golden Dewey, you should feel the prestige of holding a heavy Golden Dewey. And something that, I mean, realistically, it's a bottle of Mountain Dew that's over 5 years old now.
It's disgusting.
And I think was it drunk out of the very first year? I feel like it was.
Yes, it was. And it's the running joke is that it's kind of like NASCAR, where the winner gets to take a sip. Like NASCAR has the milk.
Yeah.
The winner is supposed to take a sip out of that. I believe Andrew announced this year that it did taste as though something was fermenting inside.
Ew. Ew. Well, yeah. I guess in my thinking is, other than the prestige, how long can that plastic hold up against whatever's going to fester inside there?
That's a very good point.
Ugh. So,
and aside from like the fact that it is a biochemical weapon,
yes.
Because it's like if Sam had any strain of COVID-19 in his lungs that first year,
thought about that.
like,
oh no,
like Andrew didn't report getting violently ill afterwards, but like there is a chance that like
if Andrew did taste it, then unless he built up an immunity after these 5 years. All right. The Jacob McGlone Dewey Redemption.
Okay. All right.
Jacob,
I'm on board. What do we got?
Get behind this.
Let me see it.
Upon proof that Jacob McGlone has finally defeated Matt Stice at Mario Baseball, he will receive 3 extra Golden Dewey votes at your award ceremony.
Shut up. You shut your mouth. You're a mean person. You're a mean person.
I'm giving you 3 extra votes.
I'm done.
Everybody wants to see you win.
I can't believe you. All right. All right.
Listen, if I think people would vote for this, they just want to see the success.
Moving on.
The Party Room Film Festival Growth Initiative.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This one may lose Andrew, but may bring in some other ones. So the council will pursue specific parameters and strategies for the potential growth and sponsorship of the festival. Acceptable sponsorships and partnerships considered will only include Apple, Netflix, YouTube, Mountain Dew, and Taco Bell. The council will also only allow the following individuals to partner with the festival to achieve growth opportunity: Donald Trump, Doug Burgum, Christopher Nolan, Kevin Smith, George Lucas, James Cameron, and anyone from the cast of SpongeBob.
All right, there's a lot to. All right, hold on. Okay. All right, acceptable partnerships considered will only include. So we're not. You don't want to go to Prime.
Do we want this festival to be associated with the Paul brothers?
No, not Amazon Prime. Prime Video.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking Prime Energy drink.
No, I don't think it. I think everyone would be on the same page that we don't go to Prime drink, but Prime Video.
Amazon Prime. They're just caught up in the Amazon of it all. And do we want to support billionaires?
I mean, arguably, yes, if you're going to Apple and Netflix.
Okay, so hold on. With Apple, we use iPhones.
That's true.
We use iPhones. We are dedicated to using the iPhone. Apple's the only cell phone company, only technology company that we could really get something from that would make it worth our while for what we do. Netflix is the only streaming service that would give us the growth that we need to cater to the largest audience possible.
What about Disney Plus?
More people watch Netflix than Disney Plus.
Okay.
And plus,
I'm just saying Disney Plus goes into like branding deals. We could have roller coasters.
Which film would have the most successful roller coaster?
Hold on.
This could have been its own presentation. Building party room theme roller coasters on a coaster.
I have thought about that. Actually, no, I think it is a party-verse roller coaster that takes you through a bunch of different films.
Okay. So you're saying one film doesn't have enough in it to warrant a themed ride?
I'm saying that. Yes.
Okay. I think we could do a roller coaster. We could use Zach's backyard to make a roller coaster.
That's true.
That can be one of the wheels of punishments. You have to ride the roller coaster that we build.
But also you are saying only allow. I think what people are going to be upset about is that you're saying it can only be these people. Like these are the only celebrity endorsements we can do. Like, why is Bruce Campbell not on this list? You know, why is...
I don't know who Bruce Campbell is.
You just lost Zach. And Sam, I think.
I didn't say no. I said he's not included because I don't know who he is.
All right.
What did he do?
I'm not digging you out of this hole.
Okay. In my brain, Bruce Campbell produced My Life as a Teenage Robot. That's just where I'm going with that.
Okay.
On Nickelodeon. That's I don't care what anybody says. Bruce Campbell, he produced that show on Nickelodeon in 2004.
Okay. But all right, moving on. The constituents in this non-democracy can decide for themselves.
Absolutely. There's something for everybody. Open source PRFF content.
Okay.
Starting after Party Room Film Festival 6, all intellectual property created by the Party Room Film Festival will become open source. This includes characters, dialogue, music, graphics, full films, podcast episodes, likenesses, etc. Anything deleted from all active channels will be removed from the list of open source content.
I don't know what this means, if I'm being honest.
Basically, this means everybody has freedom to use any party room content that they want to. Oh,
so you're getting rid of the Jacob McGlone rule.
Absolutely. This is about freedom. It's about freedom, Jacob.
Oh, man. Okay.
Andrew's not the only one who speaks freedom. I give you freedom.
Okay. All right.
Do you want to use tick tick in your film? Well, you can.
Explain the last sentence. Anything deleted from all active channels will be moved. Like basically, if it gets deleted from the channel.
Basically, if you can find it on anything that we use, you can use it. If you can't find it, you can't use it. It has to be active in a party room associated channel, whether it be Discord, Facebook Messenger, what have you.
Okay.
you can use it.
Okay. Cool. Again, we'll let them decide.
Listen, this opens the floodgates for whatever people want to use. PRFF do. Listen, now this is a stretch. And this may take the council a good half a century to make good on, but it will be so worth it. The council will write a petition to the Mountain Dew Company to commission a special flavor of Mountain Dew specifically for the Party Room Film Festival.
I like this one.
Yeah, what flavor? What flavor of Mountain Dew should be the official Party Room Film Festival flavor of choice?
I mean, that COVID-19
Oh.
because we have a bottle that already tastes like it.
We have a bottle of COVID-19. That's the official flavor.
I mean, in theory, all of the Mountain Dew that we drink at festival tastes like either COVID, spray paint, or duct tape. So it's like it won't be a good flavor.
So interestingly enough, the inspiration from this just today. Have you ever had Ghost energy drink?
No.
So we have a friend who came over to visit last weekend and left 2 cans of Ghost energy drink here. It was cherry limeade flavor. And I didn't want it to go to waste, so it's been in the fridge for a week, and I'm like, I'll drink it just because. I tried it, and for some reason in my brain, I'm like, this tastes, I feel like if Party Room Film Festival was edible, this is what it would taste like.
All right.
Cherry limeade Ghost energy drink. It was a flavor that I couldn't quite compute in my head. And I feel like that's what we need. We need our own Mountain Dew, and it needs to be very specific to the film festival. Like I said, this may take half a century to potentially pull off, but we can at least start that process.
All right. Yeah, comment down below. What flavor should that PRFF do be?
Yes.
Doobie.
Collective bargaining and majority rule.
Okay.
Effective immediately after the institution of a new member of the PRFF Council, any organization of non-council directors that seek to impose any rules or restrictions upon the activities of the council will be met with possible suspension or expulsion from participation in the current festival year. Furthermore, any council-specific decisions that alter any festival or council function must have unanimous support to be adopted.
Doesn't this just say, like, if anybody says no to me, they get removed?
That's exactly what it says.
This is the dictator clause. I see through all this legal jargon.
Listen, you can't unionize. You're not allowed to say no if you're not on the council. And if you're on the council, everybody has to agree, or else it doesn't happen.
All right. I see potential issues here, but go on.
Listen, it doesn't just apply to me. This is for everybody. This is for everybody. I'm just opening it up. I think Andrew could get behind this. I feel like he would like this rule.
We'll see.
All right, got 2 more. The
Okay.
Big Screen Film Initiative. All right, hear me out. I feel like this is another one we've talked about for a while, but has never happened, and I want to make it a reality. The council will start measures to fund and fundraising initiatives to purchase a screen equal to the fixed standard parameters of Cinemark viewing screens and a suitable quality sound system to create a more cinematic festival. Basically, I want a big freaking screen to watch the stuff on.
I mean, I can provide these. I can personally provide these. Well, not personally. My business can provide these.
This may be the one tiny issue with all of these things I'm talking about tonight. I don't know what the Cinemark parameters for their screens are.
Movie theater screen size 45 feet by 30 feet.
Okay. We have Zach's entire plot of land.
We do.
So
I mean,
I'm
at
not
that point, we can just do basically a drive-in. We set up a giant board. You know, that's not impossible.
Yes. And I mean, where Zach lives, it's so dark down there. Anybody driving by, they're just going to want to stop and drive in because they're like, what's that?
Mm-hmm.
We just found a drive-in out here in the middle of Indiana. And that's how we grow. That's where our growth starts. But no, we've been talking about a big screen for a long time. And I feel like it's finally time to make a big screen and really good sound happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we haven't done it yet, but I think year 6 is the year for it. I put so much meticulous low end into the audio that you don't hear at the festival. I just want so much bass.
I mean, I can bring subs if you really want me to.
Listen, if you bring subs, I will put low end bassy stuff in purely for the fact that there are subs there.
All right. Well, we will consider it for next year.
I'll start my film off with the THX logo, specifically because there are subs there. And the last one that I've got, and I believe this is another thing that you first talked about, but I latched onto this idea, and this is a cornerstone of something that I want to make sure happens for the Party Room Film Festival. I want to promise PRFF 8-bit. Council will enshrine the idea that in 2027, the 8th annual Party Room Film Festival will hold the theme of PRFF 8-bit and will be video game themed. This includes all films must be video game themed and have video game sets of rules, props, and line requirements.
Yeah, no, I did pitch that one. So
I don't think there has been any better pitch in the history of this festival than PRFF 8-bit.
Well, I appreciate it, buddy. And as the Lord Varys of the festival, I will do my best to make sure those whispers come true, whether or not you get into the council.
Listen, I feel like I have laid out a very cohesive set of very tantalizing promises that I think I have the best shot of any person to join this council.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, any last remarks before we sign off?
No, just make your voices heard and get ready for some content leading up to the festival. I have ideas. You thought you've seen attack ads. Just wait.